Hello everyone, welcome to my crummy series in which I show you how you can use your crumbs with traditional blocks. So we are going to make a half square triangle. These blocks measure 8 inches, but when we make our half square triangle, we have an 8.5 inch block. So I just have a black scrap and a white scrap, and I have sandpaper, and I put it on a board. I take a ruler, and I've done this multiple times. I draw a line. So we have a line there. I put that on, right sides together. And now I'm going to sew on both sides. Yep, both sides of that line. I'm going to sew 1/4 inch. It's a pretty big half square triangle we're making. I'm going to come over here and do the other side. And at this point, this will yield 2 half square triangles. So we are going to remove that. And I have to get my board here because we are going to cut this right in the center with our rotary cutter. And I just put my ruler right on that line that I drew. And I cut across. I'm using my big rotary cutter. And now I am going to press this to the dark side so we don't get any shadowing. I set my seam and I go ahead and do that again. I will set my seam and I help it along with my fingers and I just kind of press. So again, when I made these squares were 8.5 inches. Now I'm going to come in here and square this. And I have a beautiful rotary cutter mat. And right now I'm just going to use this though, because it's on the other side of the room. As you know, I'm making these videos on the fly. So I am measuring everything to be 8 inches. I'm actually going to, this is pretty good. So I'm actually going to only have to do it on one side. Sometimes you have to do it on both sides, but my diagonal is really good. See, then you can come over here and you can look. I have 8 inches. Everything is good. I'm just going to take off that little dog ear. I come and do the other one. There is a diagonal on this line. I follow it with my diagonal. I look for the 8 area, the area where it has 8. And I want to trim it to 8 inches. Again, I just double check this side, but it's pretty much really good. I'm just taking a sliver away. There we are. So now I have that. This goes into my dog beds. I just donated, I think it was 6 or 7 doggy beds. So that was cool. Cleaned up. So now I have my half square triangles. And then I have either orphan blocks, crumb blocks, whatever kind of blocks that measure 8 inches. Let's go to the design wall. Now, here it is. I've already set it out. And you could put this however you like. I decided to put the blue in, meeting in. So I'm going to come in and put my half square triangle there. put one of my crumb blocks here, another crumb block, and another another half square triangle. So let me show you what that looks like. So now we have this. This makes a wonderful lap or wheelchair quilt. So I am going to go ahead and pick my blocks up, bring them over to my area, and we are going to come in here. I went ahead and I am putting this right in. Oops. And there it went. That's okay. We just need to it sure doesn't like me today. This should be a quick 1-2 video. And now my machine wants to act up. So here we are. This is a baby lock in case if you are wondering. And it does thread the needle. It's quite lovely. I still like my antique machines, but I will say this machine spoils me. All right, so we're going to go down and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch with our crumbs. And again, you can make this as big and as small as you want. The size that I have now is basically, the size I have now is basically a wheelchair lap quilt. But you can make this wider, you can make this longer. You can really tailor this to any size you want. And here we are, we're going to open and open. And now we are going to match these up. You can pin at this point if you like, or you can just go with it like I am. And look at this. We have a row, and we are going to add it to our whole quilt. So I have the quilt here. I lay it out, make sure it's exactly what I want. It is. I'm going to come here, add my last row, and then I am going to alternate the seams. So the seams are going to the right, so that means we are nesting this to the right, yep, and this to the left. So this last row, everything is going to the left. I do pop a pin at this point. This is just preference. I'm just looking at where my seams, oh wait, you know what? Did I put this wrong? Oh, I might have put this wrong. Let's see. See, I even make mistakes. This is always good to double check. Okay, so they go that way. And this. What did I do here? Double check what I am doing. Yes. All right, I did have it right. Sorry. But it's always good to double check. So here we are. I am going to pin and nest at each, right? Each area the block is at. And then I come in and we're going to do a 1/4 inch. And now you can add borders to this. You can just leave it the way it is. I'm going to leave it the way it is for the fact that it's going to be a wheelchair lap quilt. But you never know. I may change my mind. The good news is I'm just kind of giving you an idea and a technique that you can use for any size quilt. Okay. We can press this right here. Open it up and press. And here you are. We have a beautiful lap quilt now ready to go, and you can quilt as you like. As you can see, it's doing white, black, white strips, and that's it. It's super simple, super easy, and can be made into any size. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, pass it forward, and if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. What do you think of it? Will you try this out? Let me know. Bye.